Hello again, Bud Rafali here. On the last video, Ashley talked to you about the importance of completing the employer report card. I'm sure that this was a real eye-opener for you. Now you're probably wondering, what is the next step? First, you are well on your way to correcting your company's 401k plan deficiencies. And at this point, you probably concluded that we really know what we're doing. You may have also concluded that you have the wrong advisory firm in place based upon the response to the report card. At this point, I want you to start removing any emotional attachment, because here's what's at stake. It's your family legacy, your livelihood, your employees' financial future, and their legacy. There is no margin for error. So, on this video, we have to get serious. It's time to get to work. There are 3 basic requirements that your investment retirement team needs. Rest assured, we have all of them. First, you must want to make certain your advisory firm is made up of AIFs or AIFAs. The Center for Fiduciary Studies states that the AIF, Accredited Investment Fiduciary, and AIFA, Accredited Investment Fiduciary Analyst, are the first and only professional designations that illustrates knowledge and competency in the area of retirement plan compliance consulting. Second, your investment advisor should be acting as an ERISA 321 and 338 advisor. An ERISA 321 advisor will shoulder up with you and share your compliance responsibilities. A 338 advisor will take on 100% of the investment making responsibility and the liability associated with it. To ensure you have an advisory firm who has had a comprehensive inspection of how they conduct business, you must work with a firm that has earned a ACFX certification. ACFX stands for the Center for Fiduciary Excellence. In order to be ACFX certified, a firm must demonstrate that they have implemented the best practice standards in their existing plans. These standards are the same as the best-run Fortune 500 companies use in their plans. The certification includes an on-site visit to audit the company's existing retirement plans under their management. As Ashley mentioned on the first video, Victory Fiduciary Consulting acts as an ERISA 321 and 338 advisor. I first earned my AIF and AIFA designations in 2005 and 2006. Victory earned their first ACFX certification back in 2007. The reason I mention this is because I work very hard making sure your plan is up to the industry's best practices, and so you are protected and shielded from attacks. So let's get to work. The next step is the comprehensive compliance assessment. It's a private diagnosis revealing your plan's deficiencies and vulnerabilities. There is no hidden cost for this service. This is to provide specific recommendations on how to correct the compliance deficiencies in your company's retirement plan. But at this point, you're probably wondering, how do we get paid? One would think you'd have higher planned costs by hiring an ERISA 321 and 338 advisor. However, when all is said and done, total plan costs are typically the same or lower under our plan management. Understand, lawsuits are a result of 3 primary hazards: high cost, poor performance, and gross compliance deficiencies. In the majority of cases, we can help you identify and correct all 3 areas for the same or lower cost than what most plans are currently paying for with an advisor who is a generalist. The questions from the compliance assessment mirror the questions in the employer report card. The compliance assessment will provide the corrective recommendations for all no or unsure answers from the employer report card. Each corrective recommendation is fully substantiated, and the referring ERISA statute or DOL ruling is also cited. The corroborating substantiation is based on the 22 best practice principles established by the Center for Fiduciary Studies, who is the global authority on retirement plan compliance. Each of their principles have been fully endorsed by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. These principles have also been supported by ERISA, regulations, case law, and regulatory opinion letters. These recommendations are how the best-run Fortune 500 companies are managing their company's retirement plan. If you have been referred by a local financial advisor, they can show you samples of what the best practice reports, templates, and documents look like. If you have not been referred to our site by an advisor, we can refer you to one of our most experienced advisors who can show you. In either case, doesn't it make sense to understand what changes you need to make in order to bring your plan up to the industry's best practices. If you're ready to take a more in-depth view and get your compliance assessment underway, all you have to do is click the button below and fill out the form and click Submit. And we'll be in touch with you shortly. Thank you very much. Good talking to you, Bud Verfali.